Students, today is the fifth part of control and coordination, 10th class biology. In this lecture, we will cover about plant movements. What are plant movements and the various type of plant movements exist in the plant. So, why plant movements are necessary in plants? Plant movements help in the coordination. Help in the coordination means in the first part I explain you that suppose from this direction sunlight will strike to the plant, then plant will bend towards this side, or if the sunlight strike from this direction, then the plant will bend towards this direction. So to maintain the, you can say, coordinated growth, plant movement is necessary. But plant does not have any type of nervous system or any type of muscular system. So how and by which mechanism plant movements exist or plant show movement? Plant mainly responds towards any stimulus or any message or any impulse, and when this impulse is received, when this impulse is received by the plant, so plant show two type of movement. First is growth independent, and second movement is growth dependent. According to the stimulus or according to the message or according to the external environmental condition, plants show these two type of movement: growth independent and growth dependent. Yes, this is Nastic movement. First topic of movement, Nastic movement. Nastic movement is growth independent. Nastic movement is growth independent movement, and is this movement does not follow any type of growth pattern. For example, touch me not plant, touch me not plant, sensitive plant. In touch me not plant, suppose this is the leaf of touch me not plant. When any organism or when we just touch the leaf of the plant, then the leaflet will get closed. Whether we touch from the upper surface of the leaf, whether we touch from the lower surface of leaf, the plant leaf will closed in a fixed particular direction. So this movement does not depend upon the stimulus direction. Stimulus direction means whether we touch from above the surface or from below the surface, it show a single closed direction movement. So growth independent movements are usually quicker than growth dependent movements, and to achieve this movement, the plant cells change their shape by altering their, you can say, water content. For example, dropping of leaf of touch me not plant. Suppose if a touch me not plant is present and we drop some water drop, you can say water on the surface, then the plant leaf will get closed. Next. Yes, these are growth independent movements already discussed, but in this picture we can easily, you can say, visualize or understand the concept of touch me not plant. This is touch me not plant, or you can say sensitive plant. And the scientific name of this sensitive plant is Mimosa pudica. Scientific name of this plant is Mimosa pudica. In this, suppose if we touch the leaf from this surface or we touch the leaf from the lower surface, the leaf will always, in the red circle I am showing, the leaf will always bend in a particular fixed direction, just like this. So this is the structure before touching, and when we touch the leaf, after touching, then the leaf will just appear as this. Yes, next. Now These are some growth dependent movement. These are some growth dependent movement, and these movements are known as trophic movement. These movements are known as trophic movement. So growth dependent movement or trophic movements are slow. In the previous slide, when we just touch the leaf suddenly, you can say, closed. So these are so nastic movements are fast, but the trophic movements are very slow, and it will means the trophic movement will either occur towards or away from the stimulus. Means if this is, suppose this is a stimulus, this my finger is a stimulus, so trophic movement may show response towards the stimulus or away from the stimulus. It depends upon the response it generates, and the movement is known as trophism. Movement is known as trophism. Trophic movement are shown in response to environmental factors such as light, gravity, water, and chemical. For example, plant roots. In plant, roots are towards gravity. So, plant roots are positively geotrophic, and same plant roots are negatively phototrophic. Means plant roots move towards the gravity but move away from the sunlight. So geotrophic is the gravity response, phototropic is light response. So plant roots are positively geotrophic and negatively phototrophic, whereas plant shoots are usually, shoots means stem, plant stems are usually negatively geotrophic. Means plant stem will grow upward away from the gravity, and it is mainly positively phototrophic. Means it mainly grow towards the light. Next example, pollen tube. Pollen tube, you can see in the sexual reproduction in flowering plant, or just you have to remember. Yes, pollen tube is the tube that germinate on the flower, which transfer the male gametes to the female portion. This pollen tube topic will be discussed in detail when we cover the chapter reproduction in organism. Yes, next. Traffic movement can be categorized into types also. First, traffic movement is phototropism. You split this word, phototropism. Photo means light. So definition will be simple for you. Just mention it is the directional movement of plants in response to light. In response to light means when plant move or when plant show some response with respect to light is known as phototropism, and the response of plant will be towards the light or away from the light. If the plant show towards, or you can say if the plant bend towards the light, then this response is known as positive phototrophic. Or if the plant does not show or it move away from the sunlight, then it is, you can say, it is negative phototrophic. Next is geotrophism. In geotrophism, just mention it is the process by which plants show directional movement in response to the gravity. Geo means gravity, and same if the plant part show the movement towards the gravity, that is root move towards the gravity, then it is known as positive geotrophic. Or if it move away from the gravity, then the movement is known as negative geotrophic. Next is chemotrophism. Same, split this word, chemotrophism. Then the definition will be simple. It is a directional movement of plant in response to the chemical. In response to the chemical. For example, pollen tube grow in response to the chemical present on the stigma. Next is hydrotropism. Same, movement of part or plant part in response to water. Hydro means water. Hydro means water. So roots, mainly roots are hydrotrophic in nature. Yes, this is the, you can say, picture explanation of this movement. Here you can see stem is negatively geotrophic. Stem move away from the gravity, and root move towards the gravity. It is positive. And then this is the light phototrophic response. The plant will bend towards the direction of sunlight. This is thigmonastic. Thigmo means with respect to touch. Sometimes we see in the garden that sensitive plant will coil around a solid support. This is known as thigmotrophism. Yes, again phototropism, same definition, directional movement of plant in response to the light, and this is the diagram. Geotropism, again same, it is the directional movement of plant in response to the gravity, and you can see in the figure roots are geotrophic. Yes, thigmotrophism. Thigmo means when with respect to touch. So the soft part of the plant, or the plant that are very weak in the stem, they are known as tendrils. Weak stem is known as tendril. So the tendril will coil around a solid support. Means when a tendril come in the contact with the solid support, then the part of the tendril will will coil rapidly on the solid support and will grow upward. So this is the next thigmotrophism response. Thigmo means response towards the touch. So this is all about, in this video we cover about the plant movements: phototropism, geotropism, chemotropism, and thigmotropism, and nastic movement also. Nastic movements are non-directional movement, but rest movements are directional movement. And if the plant show the movement towards the stimulus, then it is known as positive, and if it is move away from the stimulus, then it is known as negative. So this is all about in today's lecture. Thank you.